Hi everyone, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 86. Welcome back to another Sunday Flosstube episode. I'm Liz and I'm here to talk to you about all my cross stitch and all my quilting that I have been up to this past week. And to be honest, all of the shopping that I've been doing because I have got way too much haul. And there's more on the way. So I'm just buying all the things right now. First thing to note, my voice is back to normal. I feel like was so gone from the wedding and then COVID, and now I finally feel like I sound like a normal human, and I don't think I'm gonna have to stop this video 18 times to cough and get water. So yay, I'm healthy finally. Yeah, so got past COVID. Everyone in my family has got past COVID except now the one sister who didn't get it originally. She just got it. So sorry, Mel. I think she's already getting better though, so that's great. But yeah, back at work, back into the regular swing of things. It's 1 month tomorrow, a 1 month anniversary of my wedding, which is crazy. It's like, it feels like no time, and also it feels like it's been months because so much has happened. So, but yay, happy 1 month anniversary to me and Rob. It's so weird taking 2 weeks off between videos because I'm like, I don't even know if I remember what I've done the past 2 weeks, which honestly, I don't think has been much. It's just been a lot of sewing and a lot of stitching, and a lot of staying at home. I actually am having a surgery next week that was supposed to happen previous, but COVID delayed it, and I'm fine. There's no need to be alarmed. I mean, it is surgery, so I guess, you know, think all the happy thoughts for me, but you know, it should be hopefully low downtime and quick recovery. So, but I haven't been going anywhere because I don't want to get sick again and delay it. I just want to like get it done, and move on. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. We've been watching a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies. We've been rewatching Star Wars and a lot of Marvel movies. Oh yeah, I told you guys about our Thor rewatch. I think that's all I have. I don't really have very much exciting life news. After the wedding, I'm never going to top that. So all my life updates are boring now. So let's just get right into the stitching because I have a very exciting FFO to show you guys. Okay, so my FFO this week is Sally Spencer by Birds of a Feather. Sorry about the glare. I'll hold it back. I got it framed. I finished stitching this a few months ago, or I don't know, maybe a couple months before the wedding, and I ordered a frame actually right before we went to Las Vegas, and it came in, and I love it. I'm really happy I went with the red. Let me see. Yeah, that's a really good color representation there. It's like a very dark kind of distressed red. And I ordered the frame from my local Michael's framing counter, and so they custom built this frame and to the size I wanted, and included the foam core, glass, and spacers. And then I pin mounted my cross stitch myself the way I like to do it. I have several videos on my channel kind of showing me doing my framing if you want to see how I do it. And what else do I have to say? Oh, I stitched this on 36 count vintage sand dune by Lakeside Linens, and I used most of the called for colors. I think I just switched out maybe my white. I think I switched out my white because the original called for was too similar to my fabric color. So yeah, that is my Sally Spencer, and I already have her hanging on the wall. I'm just obsessed with this sampler. This was kind of a unicorn chart for me for a long time because when I kind of first discovered Birds of a Feather a few years ago, they were out of print already, And so I, you know, would buy up all the ones I saw. And then I had seen people stitching this one. And of course it was very hard to find. And I got lucky and somebody had it on their D-stash and somebody sent me a link. And anyways, you know, I got it through someone's D-stash page. And yeah, anyways, I'm like losing my train of thought. But this was such a unicorn chart, and it was, you know, one I had in progress for a year and a half. I started it and then I just didn't finish it. And so I'm so happy that I pulled it back out, finished it, and got it all framed. And so now I can put it on my wall. And yeah, I love it. So that's Sally Spencer. Oh, and I'll show you the back. This frame size worked out perfectly to use a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper on the back. And then I just added, you know, the hanging hardware. And so all done and ready to hang on the wall. Although I really need to put a Lori Holt library card with all my info on it, because I'm really bad about adding, like, I mean, okay, so this one I definitely added my name because I stitched it where it said Sally Spencer. I added my maiden name because that's when I finished stitching it. And I'm just really bad though, usually about like signing and dating and putting the info on my work. So I have the pack of Lori Holt library cards. I need to just start actually filling them out and putting them on the backs of my framed pieces. So that's on the to-do list. Okay, let's talk about whips. I had no other cross stitch finishes this week. I have just been working on some big old projects, and that includes starting a new one. You probably saw this on Instagram, but I started my Madame Chantilly Celebrate Love tiered tray chart. And this is the one that I was talking to you guys about wanting to customize using some of my wedding flower colors and just wedding colors in general. And so I kind of did a mock-up using my iPad and my Apple Pencil by just taking a picture and then just coloring in what I thought I wanted to change. Obviously the colors weren't exactly because I'm using hand-dyed threads, but it was just a fun little mock-up, and I posted that as a reel on my Instagram if you want to see kind of how I did that. But I did get this one started and I've made some pretty good progress and I'm very excited. So here is where this is at. Yeah, oh my gosh, I think it's so cool. So I'm using the DMC that's called for the tray, so that gray. And then I'm using all hand-dyed cottons that I just converted to match my wedding colors. So I am using a bright red, which is called for in the chart, although it's hand-dyed instead of DMC. But then I'm using lots of pretty pinks and purples to match my bouquet. So I will also be, well, let me hold up the chart again. I'm also changing the man and woman up top to be a bride and groom. So I'm changing their colors, and I've got some white specialty threads to try and make, you know, my Princess Sparkle pony dress. Yeah, and so I'm going to change the chalkboard, I think, to Mr. and Mrs. Black and maybe our wedding date underneath it. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this one. I am stitching mine on 36 count Barb's Blend by R&R Fabrics. And I'm stitching one strand over 2 threads. And I absolutely love this. Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because I never do this, but I did do a center start on this piece. And that is because the way this chart, you know, is designed, it's kind of like a pyramid or a triangle. There's no like top right corner. There is a bottom right corner, but I just felt like I wanted to start with this section and kind of test out my colors. So I started in the middle and kind of worked down into that bottom right section, or bottom left section. Okay, also over the last couple of weeks, I spent some more time on my Land That I Love sampler because I just don't want to put this one away. I just have been loving working on this. It's so big, but it's just fun to pull out every once in a while. So this got a little bit of love over the last 2 weeks. And here is where I'm at. So I just continued filling in that bottom left house and filling in, I filled in the eagle, finished the eagle up and added some more letters and border up top. And yeah, that's the progress I've made. I am stitching this one on a 36 count Limestone Zweigart that I over dyed myself. And I'm using all of the called for colors, 1 strand over 2 threads on 36 count. This one's so beautiful. I really, really can't wait. Really can't wait to finish this one. So, yep, that's land that I love. And then the other thing that I've been working on the past couple of weeks is my Mirabilia. Haven't seen this one in a while. Yes, this is Mirabilia Florentina. And this is my very first Mirabilia ever. I started her last year and I'm making good progress, but it is slow going. These Mirabilias are so huge, which I'm sure those of you who stitch them know that. I was totally inspired to stitch mine by Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher. She has this one in progress, or had she finished it? I think it was in progress, but she showed it in a video and I was like, oh, I want to stitch it. So I did. Here is where I'm at with mine. I started in the middle and have been working my way down, trying to do the bottom half of the chart first because it is definitely like 2/3 of the stitching. And so I've just been working on the bottom of the dress, trying to just bring it over to the left side. So I can't wait to get back over to the blues and greens. I'm getting so sick of whites and purples, but that's okay. It's gonna be so pretty when done. But this is, oh gosh, I need like a pole to not a pole, a board or something to lay this on so I can point to stuff. But like this is her, she's perched on this little blue thing, and then this is like her knee and her dress spills down or whatever. So that's what I'm working on, is the bottom kind of skirt of her dress. And let's see, I'm stitching mine on a 32 count Picture This Plus. I think it's called Chalice. I'll put it on the screen or in the description box. But this is 2/2 with all the called for DMC and the called for silks, but it is like really kind of tough to stitch on, if I'm honest. I stitch 90% of the time 1/2 on 36 and 40. And I do sometimes stitch 2/2 on 28 and 32, but I had never stitched on a Picture This Plus 32 count before. And I know Mirabilias are kind of always done on like 28 and 32 with 2 strands, but if I had it to do over, I honestly might do 1 strand on 32 count Picture This Plus, because it is such a tight weave that I really feel like I am kind of forcing my stitches in there. And I don't think it looks bad or anything, but it's kind of hard to stitch on. And I feel like my stitches are definitely not as neat. So I think the next time I have the opportunity to stitch on a 32 count Picture This Plus, I might try 1 strand and see how it goes, because the 2 strands is real tight. So we'll see, but it's looking really, really pretty. Okay, so that was all of the cross stitch that I did these past 2 weeks. Just a few projects that I stitched on every single day, but I definitely did a lot more sewing these past 2 weeks than I have been doing in the past. So that definitely took away a little bit from my stitching time, but I worked on a lot of different sewing projects. And the first one was a project bag. I had a bit of a sewing fail. And I'm gonna show you. Some of the new fabrics that I got last week that I showed you, I'll just show you the back of it. It looks like a placemat. These are the little tiny strawberries and the pink fabrics that I got last week that I was all excited about. And I made a project bag. And maybe from back here, you're like, that doesn't look that bad, it's fine. But doesn't it look like a placemat? Okay, first off, it looks like a placemat. I kind of wanted to try something different. I don't know why. I should have made my normal style, but I was inspired by the By Annie Peacekeeper free project bag pattern that she has on our website, and I'll put a link to that pattern below. And she does rounded corners, and so I was like, I want to try rounded corners. I'm not good at them. I don't know that I've ever, other than by Annie patterns, I don't know that I've ever tried to bind a curve. And I don't know why I had so much difficulty with this, because I feel like I didn't have trouble with my by Annie duffel bag and portfolio that I made, but this just turned out so ripply and curvy and not, I mean, it is just not, this is not my best work. Look at this. This corner won't even go flat. It just like curls up. I'm gonna use it. I mean, it's adorable. I'm gonna use it. It's just like, you know, I won't be releasing a tutorial on how to round corners on a project bag, because apparently I'm terrible at it. I did use my favorite vinyl, which is the by Annie, I think it's 16 gauge vinyl, whatever size she sells. And then I used one of my new Lori Holt project bag zippers that has like the double zip. And if I'm being totally honest, I don't love these zippers. I thought I would, because all of Lori Holt's stuff is usually so great, but for me, they are not as smooth. I mean, they're okay, but they're not as smooth as the by Annie zippers that I like a lot. So I think I'll probably be sticking to those, and they come in more colors. But I mean, these definitely work. You know, they're just, I don't think my absolute favorite zippers. But yeah, this whole bag was just like an experiment. I was like, let's just try something. And basically I ended up with an adorable placemat with bad binding. But I will definitely be shoving a project in here soon, because hey, you know, there's no holes in it. It zips open and shut. So, you know, let's throw a project in there. So anyways, that was the first project. I think I did this literally Sunday afternoon after my last video, and then was laughing about it all week. I mean, like, what's happening in this corner? Just folding things willy-nilly. Yeah. I mean, I'm really just showing this because sometimes I get comments and people are like, you're so good at everything. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm good at a lot of crafty things because I've been doing it forever and ever, but I have not been binding curves forever and ever. So need to practice that one some more. Okay, what else did I sew? Oh yeah, okay, I finished my Fat Quarter Hourglass Remix quilt, quilt top, and I showed that on Instagram, but I don't have it here to show you, so I'll put a picture up. I have now packed this up and sent it off to Keystone Sisters Quilting. So they have it, and I think they said it's going to get quilted this week. And so once I have it back, I will do a binding and quilt finishing video to wrap up that quilt along series. And if you've missed those quilt along videos, I'll put a link to the first one in the description box. So if you want to go check those out and join in all of the quilt along fun, you can. And all those videos have the instructions and pattern of what I've been working on. So that quilt top is done and sent out. And then 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, I decided I wanted to jump into the Fat Quarter Shop Boo Crew Sew Along, Quilt Along, and I got all caught up. So let me show you the quilt blocks I've made. So Boo Crew is a mystery quilt along hosted by the Fat Quarter Shop, and they are releasing new patterns on Tuesday. And the last one comes out this Tuesday, so in just a couple days. And so I've made all the blocks. Here is my witch's hat. And let's see if I can get this one all in. Yeah, my broom. And then we made a little candle and a ghosty. I love this. Oh, my favorite one though was last week's, and these two are already sewn together because it called for that in the instructions, and I'll just show you one at a time. The first that I made was the cat. which with the little lightning bolt tail looks like a little Pikachu, like a little Halloween Pikachu. And then I made the cauldron, which I had so much trouble. I had to remake this cauldron block 3 different times. I was unpicking. I had all these blocks wrong. I was cutting them out wrong because I changed my colors, and apparently that just destroyed my ability to read instructions. And so this block took me probably like 3 hours to put together because I just kept messing it up and I was getting so frustrated. But I persevered. And so I have all my blocks done and I laid them out. I'll put a picture up of that. And I'm just waiting for the final sashing and border instructions that are supposed to come out, I think, on Tuesday. And then I actually made a quilting appointment on Wednesday to quilt this in another project I'll show you in a minute. So hopefully I can get those borders attached very quick on Tuesday, because then I'm going to quilt them on Wednesday night. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. All of these fabrics actually should have been part of haul because they came in, you know, since my last video, but I cut into all of them and started using them to make quilt blocks. So yeah, we'll just consider that, you know, it'll make my haul seem more normal that I don't have that big stack of Halloween fabrics in it. Okay, and with all of that, we're still not done with sewing. I also worked on my Ladybird Fabrics Mariette quilt, and I'll put the pattern up on the screen so you can see what I'm working on. And I was able to get all of my blocks completed this past 2 weeks. So I think I've shown some of them before, but I basically needed to make a bunch of 9 patches and then a bunch of flower blocks and then just plain old squares. And then you combine them all. And I completed my first row. So we'll hold that out. And I actually don't even know if I'm holding it right side up or upside down. I'll have to refer to the picture. But I got my very first row sewn together. So I think I have like 12 or 13 rows or maybe more to make. And yeah, so I've got everything all just ready to sew together to make the quilt top. So hopefully this one will go together over the next couple of weeks. And then I'll have another quilt to take to the quilter. This is not the one that's going to be ready to go on Wednesday. It could be, I guess. It probably could be, but this is not. I only booked 2 hours on Wednesday because I have 2 small projects, the Halloween quilt and then another sewing project. I'll talk about that one in haul because I haven't started it yet, but I did order supplies. Oh, and I wanted to mention the cool thing about that Mariette quilt is that it's jelly roll friendly. So all I had to buy was a jelly roll and then 4 or 5 yards of a background fabric. And it uses up like almost every bit of that jelly roll and background fabric. And yeah, it's going together super quick, even though there's a lot of piecing in the little blocks. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun to put together. So I've enjoyed working on that one. And I like finding really cute jelly roll friendly quilts because jelly rolls are easy to work with. So that is all of the cross stitch and sewing that I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. And now I've got a lot of fun stuff to show you in terms of haul and happy mail. I've gotten a lot of stuff in the mail in the past 2 weeks. So yeah. And then also, okay, I always do this. I forget to start at the top of the video by saying I hit 15,000 subscribers. I was talking about it a little bit on Instagram. It's so wild to me to think about that number of people because obviously like I respond to comments and I can see like how many views my videos get and I look at that, but I don't like 15,000 people don't watch every single one of my videos. So like the views don't get up that high. But the subscriber numbers, like that's just wild to me. That many people know who I am and, you know, have clicked subscribe and want to watch my videos. So thank you all. I am going to do a giveaway in this video. I wanted to do a giveaway with a lot of charts and things that I have, but since I'm having surgery and I'll be recovering for a while, I don't want to like, I don't think I'm going to have time to mail stuff out. So I am instead going to do some Etsy gift cards. So wait till the end of the video for the rules on how to enter to win that 15K subscriber giveaway. But first, let me do Happy Mail and some haul because I have a lot of cool stuff to show you guys. So the first piece of Happy Mail I got came from my friend Liz Matthews, who is the designer behind Hello from Liz Matthews. And she has a wonderful Flosstube channel that I'm sure you guys all know. And she just had a bunch of new releases. And she had a couple from Expo that I really liked, and she asked if she could send me some, and I was like, okay. So she sent me some of her new charts, and there's one that I want to start immediately. I just need to collect the threads. So let me show you what she sent. She sent me wildflowers, and the one I want to start immediately is this on black, but I have so many projects going on black right now, and it is really like slower for me to stitch. So I haven't started that one yet, but I love it so much. I mean, I love the full design too, but I think it looks so striking on that black. And I actually have a lot of good fabric to choose from for that. Also, I think I forgot to mention at the start, I have started trying to reorganize my shelves. They probably look a little nicer than they have in the past. I'm so bad at remembering to say things like that. And people have asked me about my bins. These are all Target, and so are the ones that used to be right here with the fat quarters. They're now down on this shelf with fat quarters in them. These are just from Target. I think they're called half medium. I really think they're called half medium size, but they're basically just like the 5 by 5 by 5, you know, or 5 by 5 by like 12 bins, and these are just like, you know, $3 or $4, $5 from Target. So that's what I'm using for my fat quarters. I'm going way out of order here. I just keep remembering things that, you know, people wanted to know. Okay, back to Liz. Wildflowers. Then, okay, I love this one too. This was an exclusive I think she did for a class, and then she just now released it. And it's called Garden Side Sampler and Tree. And I really want to do the sampler version. I think that's so cool. I love the spools and the border. Yeah, so that's on my list. Oh, and this one is from Expo. This one is Berry Patch. Oop. I love the bunny and the little strawberries. These are all ones I asked her for, so of course these are all charts that I love. And then You Are My Sunshine, which is another of her tech series, which is so beautiful. And then Parade of Elephants, which I really want to do as like a baby sampler for somebody, or like a birth announcement thing. I think it is so cool. It'd be so cute for a kid's room. So Parade of Elephants. And then the one I've been like gathering silks for is Forget Me Not. This is stitched with NPI, and it is so beautiful. So beautiful. I really want to stitch it. So yeah, thank you, Liz. I love all your new stuff. Everything you design is beautiful, and I wish I had time to stitch it all. I got a wedding gift in the mail this week from Dear Sweet Mariana. Thank you. Got this cute card, and this actually came from Etsy. She ordered this off Etsy, and they are handmade or embroidered linen dinner napkins with my new last initial. And it's 4 of them. Oh my gosh, the other 2 are still folded. They are so beautiful. It's like the perfect neutral linen color, and I just love the blue and the green. I don't know, it was very fun. I think this is the first thing that I have my new initial on. I haven't officially changed my name yet. I'm still working on it. And actually yesterday I gave my last name out, my new last name out, when I signed up for like a frequent shopper program. And I was like, Black, Elizabeth Black, which was very fun. I don't know. I just, you know, have to start giving it out soon, but I haven't officially changed it. So that was the first place I gave it, was at a cross-stitch store for a frequent shopper program. But thank you, Mariana. They're beautiful and I love them. My last piece of Happy Mail actually was an email from Christine. She sent me a 1-2-3 Stitch gift card, and she won the giveaway last time. And Christine, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. That's so nice of you. But you guys do not need to send me anything if I send you a giveaway, but thank you very much. Okay, let's get into some haul because I've got a lot of it. My Fat Quarter Shop Silk Floss monthly subscription came in, and this is all NPI in mint green colors, and these are beautiful. So glad to have those. Then last Saturday, I went to my local quilt shop, which is Austin Sewing. It's in Round Rock, Texas. And I, on the third Saturday of every month, they do a 20% off sale, which is excellent. And that includes fabric off the bolt and pre-cuts. So I got some very cute half yards of fabrics that I just, you know, couldn't leave the store without. And then I got the brand new Lori Holt Prairie Fat Quarter Bundle, 20% off. So thank you, Austin Sewing. Oh my gosh. I got her Scrappiness is Happiness book last video I showed you guys. And I just thought, let me just grab, I already had, you know, her flea market, I think it was her flea market Fat Quarter Bundle that I've used some of, but they're in my Fat Quarter bins now. And I thought, let me get her new bundle and I can pair it up with all my new, you know, like newly organized Fat Quarters with all kinds of colors and make one of her scrappy quilts out of that book. So anyways, this will probably sit on the shelf for a little while until I figure out exactly what I want to do, but it's beautiful and I love her fabrics. And I just really love the kind of deeper colors that are in this collection. It's gorgeous. So I got that. Okay, let me get rid of the plastic because it's crinkling. And that so much. Everybody enjoyed last episode's fabric haul because I just kept finding more fabric. And so then I just ordered way more. I ordered all of that Halloween fabric that you guys saw in my Boo Crew quilt along, plus a few others, but you'll see them when I use them. And then I also ordered fabric for a new project, and it's one that I want to start working on and get quilted on Wednesday. And I want to make a By Annie pattern. Oh, what's it called? It's a backpack. I think it's called Got Your Back. I'll put it up. I'll put a picture of it and the name of it up. I don't know. I really enjoy working on By Annie patterns, but I only want to make things that I feel like I will use. And I love a backpack. I always, I use a backpack every day when I have to go into the office, and I use a backpack to travel with as my carry-on. And I just love a backpack. So I decided I'm going to make myself a backpack. How many times can I say the word backpack? Anyway, so I got some fabric for it, and I am going to take it with me to my long arm quilter to actually quilt the pieces before I cut out my pattern. If you've ever made a By Annie pattern, you probably know that one of the instructions is to layer your lining, your soft and stable, and your exterior fabric together in a quilt sandwich and quilt through all the layers and then cut out the pieces that you need to make your bag. And I loved doing that on my past two projects. And one of them I quilted at home and one of them I took to the long arm, and the one I took to the long arm, I like it so much better. So I decided, let me order my fabrics in my soft and stable and get it all quilted. I haven't gotten my pattern in the mail yet, but that's okay. I know what fabric requirements I have and stuff, and I bought my soft and stable and my fabrics. So I'm talking way too much about this. Let me just show you the fabrics. Okay, so I got two main fabric options for the main part of the backpack. These are both Robert Kaufman S6 linen. I think they're all, is that Robert Kaufman? Anyways, they're S6 linen. So this is like a really pretty kind of indigo, or maybe this wasn't indigo, maybe this is a lighter blue, but just like a chambray denim color that I love. So I got this color, and then as an idea, I also got this beautiful kind of soft berry pink color. But I think I have decided that I am going to use this denim color. And so this will be kind of the main exterior of the bag. And then for piping and accent on the outside of the bag, I got more of the tiny red strawberries because I love this fabric. And I think this will look, I mean, I love red and blue as a combo. And so I think that'll be so pretty on there as like piping and detail. And then for the lining, I got the plaid. And so like, how cute is that going to be as the interior of the bag and then little red piping? Let's see. I don't know. I just think it's going to be super cute. So this and this will get quilted together at the long arm quilter this week. And then I had one other piece of fabric in the order that was, this is the panel from Prairie, the fat quarter bundle I got. I really like making project bags with Lori Holt's panel prints. So I just got a yard of this one. Oh, and the only other thing I got from Fat Quarter Shop is Sue Daly Milliner's needles. So I got a little tube of needles so that I can finally start sewing together my EPP hexagons, because I didn't have any of the right kind of needles. So I ordered some Sue Daly ones to try out. So I want to start sewing together some of my hexies. I had a 1, 2, 3 stitch order that included a lot of thread that I got for my Celebrate Love Madame Chantilly tiered tray. And so that's already in the project bag. And I ordered a bunch of colors to test out to kind of match my wedding bouquet colors. And then I got 2 Cricut collection charts. I got this Trick or Treat. I mean, these guys are cute, but I really got it for the trick or treat sign, which I love. And then I got Summer. I think at this point, I'm just a Cricut collection collector. I've only stitched one. I stitched the sugar cookies last year, but I've been buying a lot of these charts, and you'll see another one in just a second. So yes, I definitely want to stitch this one at some point, but I don't have plans to start it right now. Okay, and then the last bit of haul is from a new local needlework shop in my area. I went to San Marcos, Texas yesterday to check out the Golden Needle. And if you're not from Central Texas, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, San Marcos is about 45 to 50 minute drive from where I live, just northwest of Austin. And so it's kind of like directly halfway between Austin and San Antonio. And I actually went to college in San Marcos at Texas State University. So it was really fun to go back to San Marcos yesterday with Rob and show him, you know, the downtown square, because the store is right off the square, and point out, you know, like the dollar movies, and oh, that used to be a Taco Bell, and that's where we, you know, I went and got my nose pierced. You know, all the fun college milestones. So that was fun to do yesterday. And the store is great. I met Lisa, the shop owner, and her husband. Oh, Lisa, I'm blanking on his name. I wish I could remember. He was so funny. But yeah, they were having a big sale. They were having a Christmas in July sale. So I saw that on Facebook, and I was like, okay, perfect time. Let me go on down. And she has a really cute shop. It's small. I mean, it's not tiny. It's like it's a good space, but it reminds me a lot of Stitcher's Paradise in Las Vegas in terms of size. If anyone's been to that store. But she has a lot of stuff. She moved her shop. She was in Florida, moved to Texas for her husband's job, and reopened her store. So she's a new store, but she's been doing it a long time. So she has a lot of great stuff. And if you're in the Central Texas area, definitely add that to your list to check out. Tinsmith's Wife is probably an hour or so south. And then Copper's Cove has Needleworks, which is 2 hours north of San Marcos. It's like an hour north of me where I live. So anyways, there's now 3 kind of in a 3 to 4 hour radius, which is really nice. So I got some threads. I needed a couple of blues for my wedding piece to try out. So I got a couple blues, and then I got a couple called for floss for a chart that I actually bought at her store. So I got a few flosses. Oh, and I also got Entice. This is like a shiny sparkle thread that I wanted to try for stitching my wedding dress on that Love tier tray piece. So I got that. And then I got a piece of fabric. Oh, I was going to mention, if you love stitching on Aida, and especially like kind of hand dyed or colored Aida, she had an excellent selection of Aida. She also had a ton of 2832 hand dyed and non. 36 and 40 was much smaller, but I definitely found some good fabrics. And I got, oh, I guess I just got one piece, but she had a lot of really good fabric. Just, it was more focused on 28 and 32 and Aida 14 to 20, and then a little bit of 36 and 40. And so I got a piece of Zweigart 40 count mushroom, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Is this a new color? Does this exist? Mushroom? I don't know. It seems like a familiar color name, but I don't think I've ever bought it or seen it. So I got a piece of that. And then I got a couple of charts. I got a Cricut collection. I got the Merry Christmas. Yeah, I love this. So I'll stitch this at some point. And then I got the Hands-On Design Season 2 Year of Celebration Continues. And I've been seeing these ever since, I think, Market is when these were released. And I think I follow Kathy Haberman, the designer, Hands-On Design, on Instagram. And I think it was the December one that she posted recently. And then Caroling55, I think that's her name on Instagram. She posted a finish, or maybe it was her who posted her finish of December. Somebody just posted it and I was like, yes, I have to have this. And so then I went and bought it. So yeah, that was my haul from her shop in San Marcos. What else? 123 Stitch. Did I already go through that? I feel like I didn't show this. From 123 Stitch, I got this beautiful piece of Fiber on a Whim Cypress and 36 count. It's a very like greeny, you know, kind of dusty green color. Sorry for the glare. Okay. I think I made it through haul. That was a lot of stuff. Please no judgments. I've been a little stressed out and I've been channeling that through online shopping. Okay, let's talk about a giveaway because I hit 15,000. It's been 2 years of me and this face and this laugh on YouTube. And let's celebrate it. So I want to give you guys some Etsy gift cards, and I'm going to do 5 Etsy gift cards for $25. And all you need to include in your comments are the numbers 15 for 15,000 subscribers. So just include the number 15 in your comment to be entered. And to be eligible to win, you need to be a subscriber, like the video, and then leave a comment using the number 15 so that I know you want to enter. And that's all. It'll be so easy. You'll get it digitally. So next video, I'll draw winners and I'll email you a gift card. Thank you all so much for all the support and love you have shown me over the last 2 years, and especially over the last few exciting months. I just thank you all, and thank you for allowing me and giving me the opportunity and the platform to share and show off what I'm working on, because it is really like one of my joys in life. I love making things and I love sitting down and talking about the things that I make. And I just really appreciate everyone giving me the ability to do this and tuning back in. It is so much fun. So thank you all so much. I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.